There has been an absolutely insane prisoner swap between the U.S. and Venezuela and El Salvador. 10 Americans and permanent residents were just released from Venezuela. Well, that sounds good, right? Here's the thing. In exchange, El Salvador sent 250 Venezuelans back to Maduro. These people have been deported by the U.S., got locked up in El Salvador's mega prison CICOT, and now they're being sent right back to the dictatorship they were fleeing. Let me remind you what CICOT is, in case you missed the memo or you're overwhelmed by all the constant news. It's this massive prison complex built under President Bukele, where human rights groups say prisoners are tortured, starved, beaten, denied basic medical care, and people have literally lost kidneys there. This is the one the Trump administration sent that Abrego Garcia guy to, remember? And then members of Congress had to physically go down there and visit him to try to get him back. And it was a whole brouhaha with with visit refusals and fake margaritas and all kinds of crazy. And then Bukele himself said the only way anyone was ever leaving CICOT was in a coffin. And yet here we are with hundreds deported out of that hellhole in a backdoor deal to make Maduro look like a hero for welcoming them home. Never mind, they were trying to get away from him in the first place. Oh, and by the way, Maduro's calling this whole thing a blessing. Well, of course he is. He gets his citizens back to boost his political image after stealing his re-election. The U.S. gets 10 hostages out and pretends like this wasn't a moral disaster. And who's stuck in the middle? Regular people. Like Andre Hernandez Romero. He's a gay makeup artist who fled persecution in Venezuela. He ended up in CICOT just for having tattoos. Not gang tattoos, no criminal ties, by the way, just trying to survive. This is what global diplomacy looks like in 2025. Deals made over the lives of migrants and prisoners between authoritarian leaders with no accountability. And they absolutely do not care about human rights. Tell me, do you actually feel safer knowing this is how your government does business? Because I sure as hell don't. Follow me for more loud opinions on how global leadership is failing all of humanity every day.